As summer rolls around, so does International Ice Hockey Federation or IIHF events. So joining me now to talk more about this is our sports reporter, Evan Kenny. Evan, thanks for taking some time to talk with us today.
Yeah, thank you, Jace. It's a exciting time coming into this summer, and hopefully we will be seeing some fantastic hockey here.
So that kind of leads into my first question right off the bat is what events and what tournaments are we going to be seeing here in the near future?
Well, Jace, first things first, the U18 World Championships is about to start Monday, April 26th. So this upcoming Monday in Frisco, Texas. The team has been made. It's made up of NHL draft prospects for this upcoming draft, as well 3 underage prospects who will be in future NHL drafts. So players, from the WHL, the OHL, one from the USHL, and even one from the AJHL, Corson Kuhlmans, who plays for the Brooks Bandits, is also on that team. So their first game is against Sweden on Tuesday at 8 p.m. And then, Jace, as well, further along into May 21st, we have the men's world championships in Latvia. And those, the coaching staff and general managers just got announced for that. Roberto Luongo and Shane Doan will be managing that team there. And then some unfortunate news, the women's world championship was supposed to start on May 6th, but this past Wednesday, we just got word that it will be shut down. The province of Nova Scotia has announced due to COVID-19 restrictions, will not be allowing this tournament to happen.
Obviously, yeah, unfortunate circumstances surrounding that tournament. So what are some options moving forward when it comes to that tournament?
Yeah, just going forward here, Jason, the IIHF is going to be meeting this upcoming week just to discuss to see, what are these options going forward. One possibility is just, leaving the tournament in Halifax in Nova Scotia, but pushing it forward. So to August or into early fall, possibly September there. Another option is to just move the event completely from locations. This could be out of Canada. Or it could be within Canada. A couple different places who have expressed interest in hosting include Dallas and Finland. So, could be going across the pond there. As we've seen, Texas has been opening up quite a bit more, whether that's, allowing people into baseball games or, the under 18 World Championship here. So that is a very high possibility. But then within Canada itself, Jace, PEI and BC have both expressed interest. And then Edmonton, I mean, we've seen it with the NHL hubs, with the World Junior hubs. Everything seemed to roll very smoothly. So Hockey Canada is now having Edmonton near the top of those lists.
So with the women's tournament canceled and, borders are still closed in some places and restrictions are ever changing, what could we see happening with future events?
Yeah, Jace, it's kind of unknown right now. As vaccines are starting to roll out and some restrictions in certain areas are starting to get less and less, things are hopefully looking optimistic. First things first, what's coming up next for hockey when you think large scale events? The NHL playoffs. Now, last season, we saw all of the playoffs happen in Canada, whether that was in the Edmonton bubble or the Toronto bubble. This year, unfortunately, there is a possibility Canada might not have an NHL playoffs whatsoever. So whether that's, teams, all of the Canadian teams going to playoffs and playing in a host city somewhere in the United States, that's been brought up as a possibility. There is the possibility that playoffs just go as normal as they planned with the teams playing in Canada before moving, with those interdivisional series there as we go along in playoffs. That is a possibility still. It's just very, very unlikely possibility. The final possibility here with the NHL playoffs is that, the teams will play within Canada in a hub city for that first round of playoffs to decide who wins that Canadian North division. And then from there, whoever wins that division would then go to a U.S. city and sort of play from that host city. Also going forward, Jace, there's obviously the Winter Olympics are coming up, sooner than later, 2022, sometime in the early winter there. And I know it's crazy, Jace. We were just talking about it. The Summer Olympics haven't even happened. So the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, is right now focusing on the Summer Olympics in Tokyo, reasonably so, as they are coming up nearer and nearer. But when you think of a hockey perspective, Jace, the NHL typically makes their schedule sometime in late May or in early June. So they're really pressuring the IOC as well as the IIHF and the NHLPA. They're all on the same side with the NHL. They're just trying to get something figured out. The NHL wants to know, are we going to have to pause our season for 3 weeks to a month? That's a big thing that could happen. Jace, as well, hopefully everything goes smoothly from this time going forward, so we can see, maybe some borders open, and hopefully we will be seeing the Olympics.
Yeah, we were talking about a little bit off camera before we started, but it's crazy to think that we haven't even had the 2020 Olympics yet, and now we're getting ready to think about the Winter Olympics coming in 2022, and we want to see those NHL players in the Olympics playing, hopefully winning gold for Canada, as we didn't get to see that in the last Winter Olympics. So that's all the time we have, but thank you so much, Evan, for taking some time to catch us up. And there is still a lot of uncertainty, but there is still hockey playing, so it's great that we're still able to watch hockey even with these uncertain times.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. Always hoping for the best.